Okay, so this is how to use Falcons effectively. Now, what is good about the Falcon? Well, first off, the Falcon, in my opinion, just looks just awesome. Just the shape of it and stuff just looks sweet. But besides that, I like the Falcon because it's like a very versatile type of tank. It is a heavy support choice, but you can kind of build it to, to just do whatever you really need it to do. I mean, if you need it to take out infantry, you can build it to take out infantry. If you just need it to, just give some like firing support and yet be able to transport models, it's good. If you need it to be like really fast, and just to fly around and stuff, it's great. If you need to take out tanks, I mean, you can, whatever. Pretty much the only thing you're going to have trouble with, and, might actually, you can still destroy it, but it's going to be tough, is the Necron Monolith. It's 14 all arounds, and it's living metal. That's why it's sweet. But besides that, Falcon pretty much can handle almost anything. Alright, so let's see here. Let's just go into the upgrades and stuff for it. Alright, it is a skimmer. It's fast. And it's a tank. So you can move very quickly with this vehicle. You can move 12, you can move 24, you can move whatever. You can even turbo boost with it, which is sweet. It has twin link shrieking catapults and the pulse laser. The pulse laser is sweet. It's 48 inches, I believe, AP2, 2 shots, strength 8, I think, which is sweet. Awesome. Can take out a lot of stuff with that. The only thing I don't like about the Falcon are two things. One, it is quite expensive, especially whenever you start piling on the weapons and all the other options with the engines and stuff. And other than that, the ballistic skill is only a 3, so it's not that 3 is bad. I mean, you need a 4 higher to hit, but could be better for how much you pay. Alright, well, what else? Okay, you gotta take a weapon from the following list: a shuriken cannon, which is 5 points, a scatter laser for 15, outer missile launcher for 20, star cannon for 25, or a bright lance for 30. Now, I like the scatter laser. It's, it has good range, 36 inches, strength 6, AP 6, 4 shots. 4 shots, that's pretty good. Well, you need a 4 higher to hit. With 4 shots, you could do it. Now, I know, the AP is only a 6, so most of the time they pretty much get their armor saves and stuff, but still 4 shots. Strength 6 is, as long as you hit, you're going to be wounding a lot. That's pretty much what it takes. But, I think the star cannons, I love star cannons. The only thing with the star cannon, in my opinion, is it's just too expensive. The Falcon's already, 115, and then the way I deck it out, it's just too much. And the bright lance is awesome. It's a lance weapon, which is sick, so it treats anything higher than a 12 as a 12. So this Land Raider that's a 14 all around is now a 12 all around with that weapon, which again works on everything pretty much that I can think of besides a monolith. And I don't use bright lance on them because of the fact that your ballistic skill is only a 3, so 1 shot you need a 4 higher. It's possible. I mean, if you're good at rolling, it's fine, but I just never seem to roll what I need, so I don't bother. And it is quite expensive. So, I don't know. It's just too much for me. I normally keep bright lances for my Wraith Lords and stuff. Okay, well, anyway, besides that, let's see. You can be upgraded with vectored engines for 20 points, star engines for 15, holofields for 35, and spirit stones for 10. Now, vectored engines are nice. Basically, you know, if you're going to be immobilized or you crash, you have to have a forced, you know, landing, which is cool. I usually don't take them though. Star engines, I almost never take because, you know, I mean, you're a fast, you know, skimmer, so you just move 20. You can move up to 24 if you really have to. I normally don't need that extra 12 inches. I mean, that's pretty far in itself. And Spirit Stones, I think, are great. You know, if you're going to suffer a cruise stun result, you drop it down and you take a shaken, which is great. And holofields, I love holofields. I think holofields are amazing. I mean, they seem to come through a lot more than you think. And what they do is, you know, if the opponent has to roll in the damage table, they roll 2 die, and you apply the lowest. So, I think that's just a must, in my opinion. I love them. I normally just take holofields and Spirit Stones, but that's my own opinion. And that's just because, I mean, they last longer, like I said, if you have them. But I mean, you know, Falcon with all that stuff could be pretty expensive, so I normally just try to, you know, use that. And I mean, it's still gonna be high, but I try to keep it low. Now, what else can you do with it as far as tactics? Besides just shooting, which, I mean, you could kind of build with whatever you want. You can also transport up to 6 models. Now, what kind of models you want to use to transport? I mean, you could just, you know, transport pretty much anything you want as long as it's 6 or under. But what models do I think are effective? I think Fire Dragons, for a start, are excellent. You know, I mean, you could just shoot at this Land Raider, that type of thing, and hopefully hit it. Or you can just fly up, drop out your Fire Dragons, and just try to decimate it that way too, which is great. And I mean, it doesn't have to be against, you know, the Land Raider. It could be against anything over there. You could take Howling Banshees, another great choice. Fly them up, drop them out, assault, you know, an infantry squad, and just pretty much, I mean, they have fleet of foot and stuff, so they'll totally not see that coming, and you'll just decimate it normally with your power weapons. Awesome. And your Banshee Max and stuff. Okay. You could transport Scorpions. I normally don't bother. I mean, the option's there, so I guess you could. I just find it's much easier to infiltrate those guys. Pretty much you can transport anything besides basically a Wraith Lord. I'm sorry, a Wraith Guard unit. So, even if you really wanted to transport some Dark Reapers, you could. No, I normally don't bother because of their range. Their range is excellent. But say if the enemy's swarming you, we'll say, and you're here, you know, and they're swarming you, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna lose these guys. You could hop into Falcon, you know, and just whoop, fly the heck away. And vice versa, which I think is cool. If you're flying up the board, we'll say, with, you know, some Howling Banshees, and we'll just say another squad is up here. I don't have any Howling Banshees, but anyway, they could jump out. The Howling Banshees could, like, assault a unit, and whatever unit you need out of there hops in the Falcon, and you just fly them away. And then, you could drop them off and shoot from there. So, it is very versatile. It's great taking out, infantry tanks. It's very fast. It's a great transport. It's, it is expensive, like I said. Ballistic skill is only 3, so you don't hit all the time, but it is effective. It's a great heavy support choice. Alright, well, hopefully my thoughts helped you out.